Brothers, all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kakwadash. It's your brother, the Bishop Python, back at you with another video. This is going to be a quick one, and the so-called black woman, she will get you killed. Just listen to this video.
Men aid. My name is I love to give men aid. My name is Lovely Peaches. I love to give men AIDS, especially married men, so they can go home and transfer it to their wives. I love spreading STDs. That's why I love to go raw. Sometimes I'll let them put a condom on, and then I'll let them start feeling good, and then I'll take that condom right off them and let them go on me raw, and bam, you're infected. So, my name is Lovely Peaches.
Yeah, so, we told you about the so-called nigger woman, the so-called black woman. I say 99.9.9.9.9999 till infinity ain't no good. So you brothers be careful out there, especially with these nasty looking bitches, man. Have some better quality the women that you select. Cause this chick right here, I mean, she looks like AIDS. She looks like eggs on legs, on two legs. And them scriptures tell you about the woman, with their eyelids, and this chick has the longest, I don't know what you call them shits. They used to have lead press-on nails, but those are lead press-on eyelashes. And then, that gap in her teeth is like demonic. The way that gap is sitting is demonic as hell. And them nails is like, that's the dead giveaway. Is them nails she got, them Edward Scissorhand looking nails. And the different color hair. Every picture, she got a different hairstyle. That's how you know a chick is totally bugged out, And it looks like she got a bunch of simps, But yeah, man, so you got to be careful of who you stick your rod inside of, because you might get an early Christmas present, if you know what I mean, And let me read this by King Solomon. Because when I said 99.999, I wasn't playing around. That was a joke, but it was deadly serious, pun intended. All right. This is Ecclesiastes 7:26. It says, "And I find more bitter than death the woman." Yeah, because when you die, the scriptures talk about the sting of death. It's like the death, it comes and you're in the spirit world. You're at peace again. But a woman will give you the type of death that's slow and torturous, whether it's dragging you through the court until until you're bone dry from paying the lawyer, right? Whoever's protecting you, if you can afford one, they will drag that case out so that you're just bleeding, your money's bleeding, paying that lawyer, and then ultimately they bleed you to death with whatever the chick's gonna get, whether it's alimony, whether it's child support, no matter what it is. And women have made this into a business, especially the women from brothers like to get them, there's a big thing about the passport bros, or them women out there, especially in the countries where you find like Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, they turn that shit into a business, They'll treat you right, treat you all good because they know the American woman, so especially the black woman, is not going to treat you right. I mean, that's a given. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows she's the most single and the least wanted woman on the planet. And it's known, it's well known. That's no secret, And so they know that what men are looking for, they want someone that's feminine. They want somebody that speaks nice, the opposite of what we just saw. And so dudes will fall in love and all that. And then they'll bring them chicks here to America. The smart ones, I guess they'll stay in the countries they went. But a lot of these chicks, they come over here and they meet somebody and they'll lure this guy into marrying them. And then after about 6 months, or as soon as they learn a lick of English, and they learn, they start watching a couple rap videos and, Sexy Red and all that shit. About 6 months later, she's out the door and she's taking your money with her. So that's worse than death. These men that's taking care of other women's children, and in the case of the black woman, that's becoming, I was gonna say less and less, but is not as much as it should be, because a black woman is killing so many damn kids through abortions. She's she is she's got more bodies on her than Esau. She's got more bodies on her than the slave trade. She's got more bodies on her than the Ku Klux Klan. She's got more bodies on her than the lynchings. I'm talking about as a whole, because all the abortions, and then all the young jakes that get shot in the streets and the gang violence, those are products of the so-called black woman. Non-regulated emotions, just disaster. Okay? So I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets. The heart meaning what, their minds, all they think about is how to trap you up. They're the world's greatest manipulators is the woman, because that's her survival mechanism. Her survival mechanism is entrapment, manipulation, wearing a mask. That's why they wear makeup. And y'all know this about your moms, right? Your dad is who he is, in behind closed doors and out there in the public. But your mom, usually the person she is out there in the public, and then the person she is when the doors are shut in the house, is two different personalities. So she wears a mask when she goes out there. So does your woman. She wears a mask when she goes to work, and where she's sweet and feminine and nice, and as soon as she comes off, she turns into a fucking dragon. So that's and they have the honeymoon phase where when they first meet you, they're doing everything for you, get you all in lovey-dovey and all that. And then as soon as you slap the ring on there, oh, they change. They totally change. They don't got you. So the heart is snares and nets. And look, we can go on and on and on. And we're in the age right now, the Most High got a spirit of truth pouring out there, that you got women out there that are spilling the beans on other women, Like the red pill used to be just men. The manosphere, which were discovering the women's tricks and put them out there for the men to beware of. But now you got the women. They going hard. Women, they're ruthless, boy. When they go in, and they bringing out all the dirt and on these women, different women do, and she treats you like this, don't put up with it, and shit like that. So it says, whose heart is snares and nets, traps, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. And as far as this whole AIDS things, right? This whole AIDS thing, I'm gonna say this, that AIDS is a acquired immune deficiency. Now, if your immune system is strong, there's a lot of men out there, and a lot of us, I'm sure, that have came across women that have had a package that, a UPS package that they couldn't deliver to us because the Most High protected us. There's a lot of cases out there of married couples who the woman has HIV, but the man, the man found out later that she had it, and he never got it. So if the Most High, like we just read, he who pleases the Most High shall escape her. So, not saying not to deal with women, but just be careful, man. And don't just lay down with anything. Lay down with a woman with some quality. There's a such thing as quality women, just like there's a such thing as quality men. We here at GMS, we're quality men. And then you got degenerates, but you got women that are so-called the best of the worst. They have some type of respect about themselves and shit like that. There are women out there like that, not mainly ones from here, from America, mainly from other countries, They have some standards that they go on, self-respect, because most of them, they grew up with the father around their house. And I saw a post the other day, or I read something where they said that the woman gets her standards from the man, from her father. And all the women that I've spoken to, I'm talking about myself, the women that are pretty much about something, that's accomplished things and have some self-respect about themselves. One thing I noticed, these are all women that have their father in their lives and they speak well about their fathers. That's something I personally noticed, you know. So anyway, with that, I hope this was edifying, and I'm going to say shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Kakadash, shalom.